We're here. It's Sleepwalker Radio. I'm here with Osyris Israel. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, bro. How you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, we were kind of talking about it earlier, but you're calling in from LA, right?
Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles right now.
Facts. What's it like? What's it like out there right now?
Honestly, this past year and the beginning of this year kind of different than the past couple years I've been out here. It's kind of like I feel like all the action is kind of like shifted towards like downtown. Like it's kind of like
Where?
quiet.
Got you, got you.
Like I live in North Hollywood right now, but I live
Where?
by all.
Where? Yeah, that is kind of in the cut relative to LA. My girlfriend used to stay out LA in Koreatown. That shit was,
Yeah, Koreatown active.
yeah, it was in the mix for sure. But we definitely like driven around North Hollywood, just like look at shit.
I fuck with Koreatown though. That's like one of my favorite parts of LA. Like Koreatown and like
Yeah,
that park area. That's like the coolest part of LA to me.
yeah, it's a good mix of like people for real too. Cause you got like obviously it's Koreatown, so there's hella Koreans, but there's also like hella Mexicans, and then just like cooler people. I would say.
You ever
So
been to Echo Park Lake?
yeah, yeah, she lived right around there. We would go there pretty
I used to
frequently
work
in
at
high
the
school.
Swan Boats at Echo Park Lake,
You said what?
or at the Swan Boats at Echo Park Lake for like 2 years.
Oh, word.
Yes, I
Facts.
fuck with the park. That's like my favorite park in LA. But the
Yeah.
governor, like, the homeless situation got so out of control that the governor like fucked up the whole park. He like kicked all the vendors out, and kicked all the homeless people out during the pandemic, and like ever since then, Echo
Yeah.
Park it hasn't been the same. It's been way different.
Yeah, nah, that shit was crazy. I remember like hearing about that or heard talking about that. Yeah, even though you're out LA, you actually are from like the DMV area, right?
Yeah, I'm from Maryland because
From Maryland.
both of my parents are from Maryland. But
Got
I
you.
was born in Japan because my mother like she served in the military and stuff.
Oh,
So
word.
in Japan most of my life, and then we moved to Japan and well, we moved to Maryland in 2009.
Damn.
So
So
like I grew
you
up
so you
Maryland
grew up in
kind of.
Japan?
Yeah, I grew up in like Maryland and Japan.
Got you. Um. Well, what part of Japan were you in? Like
Like
you were originally
Yokota,
born in?
or the Yokota Air Base.
Got you. And you said you moved from Japan to Maryland when 2005.
Yeah. No, I probably moved. I moved to like hella states. My mom was just getting stationed all over the U.S. for a couple of years,
That
so I
makes
was like,
sense. So you're just kind of
I was
around.
in Chicago and like Hawaii, New Mexico. I was like all over. But then I moved to Maryland in 2008 and 9, and I stayed there until I moved to LA.
Got you. Got you. All right. So you've seen like a lot of the world already from a young age. So I was gonna ask you if you've been outside the country, but like
Yeah.
definitely, definitely have. So you're like a Japanese citizen then. You were born there, right?
Uh, no, so I'm a U.S. citizen because
Oh
I
yeah,
was
because it's military.
but I could apply for citizenship.
Got you. Since it sounds like you spent the majority of your actual childhood growing up in Maryland, how was that experience? And what part of Maryland specifically? Like were you in PG?
No, I was in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Like, well, actually,
Word.
I was on Fort Meade, Maryland, the military base first for a couple of years. But
Mm-hmm.
I mostly remember living in Glen Burnie, Maryland, which is like kind of like the outskirts of Baltimore.
Facts.
So it's a mix.
Facts.
That's where I went to most of my public school, like in Glen Burnie. So it's like people from Baltimore and people from DC. Like this is like a mix. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a gray area in Maryland for real.
No, I feel you because it's not really like the DMV for real, and I feel like it's more like closer like to Baltimore, but it's still not Baltimore. So it's
It's not Baltimore. It's more like the DMV, but it's like Baltimore, like 10 minutes away from where I grew up.
right.
So it's like
So
everybody I grew up with just hang out in Baltimore now. So
got you. So is that where you got into music, like growing up in Maryland, and specifically like producing?
I think I got into music like in school just because we had music production classes in my school. I took one in
Hmm.
seventh grade, and they had this program called Mixcraft on the computer, and I was just using it. I guess I always been
Facts.
making music in school though. Like I was one of those kids like in the like the orchestra at elementary school. I played the violin most of elementary school, and then I played the saxophone in middle school and stuff.
Word. So you know how to play like a few instruments then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I don't know how to play the
Yeah.
violin anymore. Yeah, I could kind of play
See.
the saxophone. I just play the guitar and the piano, these days.
So how did you get into like making beats?
Um, I don't know. I just always loved beats. That was always my favorite part of the song. So in seventh grade, I just started making beats on the computers. I started taking it seriously probably like ninth grade.
What software were you on?
FL Studio.
FL. You still on
Yeah,
FL?
yeah,
Same. Tried and true.
yeah. It's still the best.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Um. So what was like the first song that you uploaded? Do you like remember?
That I uploaded. It was probably like a Samurai Champloo flip. I think that's the first thing I uploaded, and it like immediately got copyrighted and taken down. So
Facts. And so it sounds like you've been producing for like a good minute then, since it was like since seventh grade and ninth grade took it serious. How long were you producing before you started like sending stuff out to people and getting placements?
um, like a couple of weeks. I call you a couple of months.
Oh, word.
Cause yeah, a friend of mine named
Uh,
Franco, uh, he just gave me Lucky's email when I first started
mm,
making. And so those are like the beats that I sent to Lucky and the beats that I sent to Isaiah. Those are the first beats I like ever sent out, and that was in like 2017.
With children, I chewed 1,000,000 milligrams while he popped the seal down. Can't buy it, it might not be him. Who gon' get my deal done? Since they all scared of drugs and kids.
damn, got you. All right. Well, and you were going by Ravi at that point, right?
Yeah,
Did you have any other like monikers, or have you had any other like names that you
I
dropped
did.
music under?
Like my very first producer day was DSR 50 because I used to just play Black Ops 2 all the time.
So,
And then I think I probably did have some like stupid little like silly name in between, but it was
mm,
it was definitely like Robbie. And then I don't know, I just got tired of like not using my real name,
that's
and then
fair.
this is my real name.
So your real name is Osyris Israel.
Yeah,
That's fire. So it's a great name.
thank you, bro.
Yeah, you already mentioned like the Lucky and Isaiah placements. Do you have any more like unreleased stuff that you're sitting on from like that era when you were like making
Um,
beats and sending them out to people?
Not that I'm sitting on. I do remember like there's a lot of Lucky songs that he posted on his story. This was like before they even had like the screen record feature on the phone, so it was like
Yeah,
there's nothing.
yeah.
I could just look at it on his story.
Kill.
But there's definitely like a lot of Lucky songs that like we'll probably never hear. And I don't know. I might have some stuff from back then.
Mm-hmm.
I
And just
have
going
like
on.
in Maryland that has a bunch of stuff on the hard drive I gotta get fixed. But if I ever do that, then yeah, I probably will have a bunch of like archive stuff to drop.
Facts, facts, facts. Yeah, because to go on like during that time period, you're also getting a lot of placements with like the like early placements of like the Atlanta plug slash Slay World type of associates like Summers, Kai Slingo, Destroy Lonely. Were you like making any of these? All of this was just over like email, or did you get to meet or make any of these songs in person with these people?
Um, shit, who did I meet? I mean, I met Destroy Lonely, but we made the songs like over email and stuff. Honestly, all of this stuff, like all of them people, I really just met them because of that Lucky song. Like at that
Go.
time, Lucky's fame was like some other shit at that time, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it kind of flipped
For
my
sure.
life. Just that one song. But yeah, honestly, just through the
Facts.
internet, I met a lot of those people like afterwards, like once I moved to LA. But at that time, I was like living with my parents still, so I wasn't really
That's fair. That's fair.
rappers and shit.
So when did you actually move out to LA?
Like I don't know, it was like 2017 or 2018. Like yeah, I just got into it.
Gotcha.
My parents kind of got kicked out, and like I just knew some producers out here. Ended up living with them in 2018, and I've been just living out here ever
Where
since.
which producers were they actually? Because I feel like there was a lot of people going to LA during that time period from like everywhere. I'm just
So I was
curious.
basically I ended up staying with I was with Lerado, I was with my homie Joshua. His producer there was like a soldier, but he dropped a
Hmm.
bunch of songs back in the day like on his page. Some
Got you.
exclusive. I was staying with Team Jacob and Gunlock. Who else was I staying with? It
Facts.
was a lot of people. It was a lot of just like traffic going on, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. That's what it sounds like whenever I talk to people from that time period. Because I interviewed you tripping like last year, and he was kind of talking about that time period. A lot of people moving in and out because he was actually like from there and shit. But is that where you met Lerado out in LA? Because I feel like I got hit to you through just one of his songs, and I feel like you've been like kind of his primary one of his primary producers and have a pretty extensive discography with him.
Yeah, me and him, we just met each other over the internet like pretty early. I think it might have been like through Isaiah, to be honest. And yeah, so me and him, we've been making music since like 2016. And when I got kicked out of my house and shit, I was just talking to them, and they was just like, "Just come out here."
Kill.
Yeah,
No, that's fire. I'm about to share my screen real quick. Can you see it?
yeah,
Yeah, I was just I like search your name like Osiris Israel and Lerado, and then just like hella songs.
yeah. I don't really work with a lot of rappers. Like he's definitely one of the only people I was working with for a long time. I started working with other rappers like in the past 2 years though, but
Yeah.
he's definitely like the person I work with the most.
What's your like favorite project that y'all put out together? Would you say, or just like collaborations?
Honestly, I'll probably have to say some stuff that we're working on right now.
You said what?
I said I would have to say something that we're working on right now that ain't out yet.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Some unreleased shit.
Yeah. He got a lot of really good unreleased music.
Facts.
I feel like I'll be having to
Um,
like convince him to drop a lot of shit.
and then another artist that you have like a pretty extensive amount of work with is MKYFM. Is that your brother?
Nah, that's not my brother. My
Where?
mom
Okay, that
say
makes
that
sense.
too, like that. He looked like my brother when we first met because me and him we just
Yeah.
met on Instagram. We did go to middle school together, but I don't even remember. Like we didn't know each other in middle school.
Facts.
But yeah, we just linked up because we just was both producers and we was from Maryland, so we just been kicking it for a long time. Probably like I don't know, like 6 7 years.
No, that's fire. Um, yeah. What would you say is one of your like favorite works that y'all have done together as well?
That we've done together. Probably Sleeping Forest Part Two. It's like because he made a drum kit and I made like a track with that shit. And it was probably one of my best drum and bass like tracks still.
Stamp. Yeah, because you made a few different drum kits like yourself, right?
Yeah,
Y'all just like interchange drum kits from time to time.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. If I ever make a drum kit, it's already a list of like 15 people that I like gotta send it
Yeah, yeah. No, I fuck with that. And I had a question. Like early on, in a lot of the works that you, Lerado, and Mikey were all putting out, you had this thing called Lodge going on, or Lodgetown, and you would put it in like your videos or make references to it in like
It's
song
pronounced
names and shit like that. Yeah, and I know it's a profile on SoundCloud, but I feel like there's a little bit more to it. Would you want to kind of go into that?
It was just an archive page. I have a lot of stuff privated on there, but honestly, I've just been using it to like drop stuff that like either I should have dropped a long time ago, or like stuff that I did drop that I deleted. So that's pretty much
Gotcha.
what's on. So like anything on there is like probably like, well, there is some new stuff on there now, but like most of the stuff on there is like either like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. It seemed like a little bit like older songs.
I do have I drop a lot of stuff on
Um,
there.
that's like a One Piece reference, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, shout out One Piece. I just started watching it like last winter, I want to say, because I fuck with anime. I've been watching like animes for a minute, but I didn't watch One Piece growing up, and it just seems like such a large amount of episodes to watch. So I was just like kind of intimidated by it. But
Because I didn't really watch it as a child either. I kind of like got into it like real late. But since there was so many episodes, and I was at a point where I had moved to LA and I had to come back to Maryland and
yeah,
like get together. So I was just like a lifeguard, and I was just working all day, just like thinking about coming back to LA and just watching One
same.
Piece all day at work. I just watched 600-700 episodes of One Piece at work. It was just to do it, and then I just got washed from watching that shit.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of happy I watched it like as I'm older because I feel like I can really appreciate everything that's going on in it and can like relate to shit more and see like what they're trying to say, underlying shit more. Cause this shit's fire.
That's a good show.
And what is Corazonn? Is it like a label or collective?
Um, you can say it's like a collective, pretty much. It kind of just started with me and Mikey and Amel and like my homie CJ. I
Mm,
just went up a group with us to, just to collective, just to keep working on shit, doing shit that we was already doing. But after I made a Discord server, and like just a lot of producers and people that I met through that Discord server, it kind of became like bigger. Like I just kind of just started letting anybody be Corazonn. Like the people in Corazonn is just honestly the people who wanted to be in Corazonn. So like I met a
and
lot
where'd
of
you
cool people though through that shit.
where'd you get the name from? Like, what is it inspired by?
It's inspired by this character that got killed in One Piece. So I can't say too much.
Damn, I'm not there yet, but that's fire.
Yeah, I can't say too much.
um, and did you design the like logo for it? 'Cause it's pretty hard.
Nah, I didn't design the logo. That's actually literally just the logo from One Piece. We do have a new logo though. That we
Facts.
that's kind of based off of that one though. But I
Got you. I
originally
got you.
the logo straight from One Piece.
Facts. So do you feel like One Piece is like pretty influential to just your creative like output in general?
Um, but not even to be honest. Like I would say anime is.
Yeah.
People think that One Piece is my favorite anime, but it's probably like it's not One Piece. I
So you're
love
like
One, but I just
top
like
3 to 5 animes.
uh, Death Note,
Wow,
probably
what's
my
up?
favorite anime, and then Hunter X Hunter, and then I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe like Parasite for my third.
Stamp.
But
Very
like I don't know,
solid
like I
picks.
just appreciate a lot of the swag from anime, like just a lot of the subtle shit, like the like Warzone and like the symbols and shit.
Yeah. That makes a lot
So
of
I'm
sense.
attached to like a lot of the symbolism in One Piece, but like honestly, I'll be thinking about other type of anime and stuff when I be making music.
That makes sense. And who exactly are the members? I know you said it started off as you and Mikey, and like CJ and some other of your friends, and then I kind of started hearing the Corazonn tag and like Nolan songs and like Nerd Coke songs and You Trippin' songs too. Who else is like a part of the collective?
So it's hard to say. It's so many people and there's so many people that we're affiliated with that aren't really Corazonn that like get mistaken for Corazonn too. Like, but even they Corazonn too at the same time. Like, cause it's really just us. Like, it's not it ain't no real roster. Like this, the people that I officially asked to be a Corazonn would be like You Trippin'. I asked him a long time ago, like 2021. I asked him to be in Corazonn, and I Miss You Javi. I reached out to them a long time ago. That's probably like the first person that I asked to be in Corazonn. And then same to
Got you.
I reached out to them around that same time. I asked them to be a Corazonn. And then after that, it really just was like just relationships that we was building organically, like people that was just with it, like Zesh and Lost and Bernie and like Adult. So mainly just producers,
Yeah,
like all these producers that I was meeting through like Javi and Rob and stuff. People that I had invited in the core zone, like that I met like Kendricks through the internet, who's like an amazing rapper, like one of my favorite rappers.
that's it.
Like, but honestly, like we have a roster, but we don't at the same time. We just
Yeah,
don't right now. Like people come and go too,
yeah.
and
Do
then
you
just
have like a? What were you gonna say?
like it's a big team. Like we got a lot of relationships out here in California. Like like a lot of venues, and like I know a lot of engineers and stuff. So we got a lot going on right now. But it's hard to say like who is Corazonn and who isn't,
That's
because
fair. That's
a lot
fair.
of people
Especially,
talk about politics with it too these days. Like people not getting along and shit.
yeah, yeah. But I was gonna say, especially since y'all have all been out there for a minute now, it makes sense that we have a lot of connections, and that like the entity of Corazonn could be like
And
kind of
now
hard to
Corazonn
pinpoint.
getting bigger, and like just through the internet, like a lot of people in Corazonn are like living in Atlanta, they're living in Miami and stuff. So we got like just like headquarters like all over the U.S. right now.
Not for real. Do you have like any specific plans for what it's gonna look like in the future, or are you kind of just letting it like do its thing right now?
So like a little of both. Like I'll definitely let everybody just do their thing, but without saying too much, like my plan really is to just produce like a live show, like turn it all into a live show. That's what I want.
Facts.
Cause
It's
like
a
my
great
favorite
idea.
part about making music is like DJing. To be honest, it's even like I like DJing more than I even like producing. To be honest.
Yeah, that actually goes into my next question, which is that you go. I was kind of going through your discography, and I feel like since the pandemic, a lot of the stuff you put out is DJ mixes, a lot of like house music, drum and bass, and jazz. And yeah, you just kind of said it. Are you trying to kind of go down that lane right now?
Um, it's funny you said that because like I kind of always was, but then like around like 2019, I kind of started making trap beats and stuff again. But like, I wasn't
True.
really, so I was kind of like on hiatus for a few years where like I was making stuff and I wasn't putting anything out. But I was just always making house music, to be honest, like since the beginning of my
Yeah, yeah. That's actually a fact. I meant to say like you've like kind of vamped it up, but actually you're right. You've
I
been
think
kind of
I
pretty
just got more
consistent.
confident when I started putting it out.
Yeah,
And honestly, bro, Mikey, he was putting out so much like amazing drum and bass stuff. Like I had to drop some shit.
facts. Who are some of your favorite, I guess, drum and bass projects or artists, or that type of music you guys
Honestly, like
listen to?
LTJ Booking, definitely my favorite. Like drum and bass, like DJ and producer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like Another DJ and producer I really fuck with is like Ron Trent. He doesn't really make drum and bass. He makes like deep house, all types of dance music and stuff.
Yeah. And then you use a lot of you'll put a lot of jazz music in the mixes too, and I feel like even your production is kind of inspired to a certain degree by like that type of like jazz music or the instrumentation and stuff like that. Who are some of like some jazz artists that you're influenced by or like?
Probably like Miles Davis, like Ahmad Jamal, like people that like producers that I was listening to was sampling like jobbers, people that knew jobbers was sampling like shit like that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Facts.
I just feel like those chords that's what sounds best to me. So even when I make melodies, like I always use like R&B, like jazz type chords, because this is what sounds the best.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna share my screen again, and to go into some of your like more recent work, you dropped a project called FREESCOTT last year to close out the year. Were those just songs that you were sitting on, or did you record songs specifically for this project?
I'm trying to think, did I record anything for this? Nah, yeah, this is definitely just stuff that I was sitting on.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yeah, because I noticed some of the Snower tracks were also out on his SoundCloud too. And I was listening through it.
Yeah, this entire tape was just stuff that I was sitting on.
Gotcha.
I was just kind of like just kind of stuff that I wanted to get out the way, to be honest. And then also just like as far as those Snower songs, just songs that like I wanted to just promote.
Mm. That makes sense. Who is Scott?
So it's actually just like a little nickname that I had.
Got you. Says you.
When I was in middle school.
You said what?
I said it's just a nickname that I had when I was in middle school because I used to like, because growing up in Maryland, people used to say that I like talk white because I ain't had like a Baltimore accent and shit like that. So they used to call me Scott.
So they called you Scott. Cool. Man, that's fucked up.
I ain't give a fuck.
Kids are cool.
Yeah, we was all Maryland, bro.
Yeah, fuck it. What's your favorite track off the project?
Shit, off of FREESCOTT, probably 3 bands. That track was Snow.
I got a switch on my Glock and I'm sliding around the way, I don't know how to act. I'm in that motherfucking, yeah, scat, yeah, big, smoking on this new pack. I'm in that kind, no, I can't act. Chopping and smoking nigga like a black.
Yeah, I really fuck with that track too. That's probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's my favorite that I made like last year, for sure.
So you released this as a mix, and I feel like you released all of your projects kind of as like a mix. Is there a specific reason for that? I guess because you want to you fuck with DJing.
I don't know. That's just like when I thought of dropping a project. That's just the way I just thought to do this. Like because I don't know. I used to drop a lot of beat snippets on SoundCloud, so I should just line it up like a mix in FL Studio like that. So when I thought to drop a project, like that's how I did it.
Facts. Yeah, just maintain that order or that structure that you've been using.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how else to do it. Well, I mean, I guess I could have dropped all the songs like singular, but I don't know. I guess I just wasn't even worried about that.
Mm-hmm. And to go back, I was listening to some of your like house mixes, and I really fuck with the ZZZ one. That's probably like my favorite mix that you put out. And I noticed you had a Benny Revival song on there. Do you fuck with Benny Revival?
Yeah, I do fuck with Benny Revival. But my homie, who's also in Corazonn, his name is No45. He actually put me onto that song like a day before I made that mix.
Got you. Yeah, he's got like hits. But I haven't done this segment in a while. But what we do is we take some of the fits that Benny's had in the last couple of years, and then I just want you to pick. I'm gonna show you 4, and I just want you to just pick which one like resonates with you the most. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, bet. All right, so we got the Tide dude starting off. We got AI, Abominable Snowman, with I think Jesus in the back.
Damn, that match was crazy.
Yeah. Then we got Taco Bell Chihuahua. So it's a good one. We got George Washington as well.
No, I'm definitely fucking
Yeah.
with it. This one
We'll
got
go
money.
through one more time.
Wait, this one kind of remind me of like this time that we went to like this like abandoned mental asylum in Maryland. It was not shit. We were just doing shit like that.
Yeah, you watched it's been on Instagram, like the reels kind of recently. It's like Decaying Midwest. And it's like these like dudes that go throughout like the Midwest of America, just walking through all the abandoned buildings and just like exploring and shit.
Yeah, I would do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that shit sounds fun. But like, cause that's all, bro. We had to do shit like that. To where I grew up in Glen Burnie, like there was like this, like on the side of Marley Lake Boulevard, this long ass road, and like this dude from LA moved to my neighborhood, and he was like, "Nah, we gotta break in there." So we just like immediately the first day there, we just like broke into that shit, and it was like it was like a pentagram on the ground with like dolls like just around that shit. Like that shit
Oh nah.
just took off. It was sometime like my junior year or something.
No, that's wild as shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It was like snowing outside and shit. It was like a movie.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, yeah, but you got Insane Asylum, Tide, AI, Abominable Snowman, Chihuahua, Taco Bell. I really fuck with this one.
I fuck with Taco Bell.
Yeah.
See, nah, I fuck with this one because I love
Right.
Wells Fargo.
He's consistent with the theme.
Yeah, Benny White was cool as fuck to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick George Washington this round.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick George Washington too. I don't know where they was at in that yard, wherever they was at. That shit definitely like gave me a flashback to that song.
Facts. Nah, yeah. Dolls in a pentagram is crazy. Like wherever you see that, regardless of like time of day or like location, it's always gonna be like a crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy, and we was like kids too, so we was like kind of like expecting to see some scary shit, and it was just like some like silly ass shit. Like,
Yeah. Who are you listening to right now? Like music wise?
to be honest, I've been like so caught up listening to my new tape. Like that's all I've been listening to. But I listen to like
Facts.
I've been listening to Theo Parrish, and I've been listening to like Slower. And who else? And I've listened to like Doohickey Ballin'.
Mm.
That's pretty much it right now, though.
But you got a new tape on the way?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to
Word.
get like as soon as I can. To be honest, I just gotta like rework a couple of things on it.
And will this one be similar to the FREESCOTT where it's just songs you've been sitting on, or did you like kind of go out and record
I
songs?
always use like recorders for the tape.
Got you.
Yeah.
So when did that process start?
Last year, like kind of like simultaneously as I was putting like the FREESCOTT tape together, it just kind of like I was recording stuff for the FREESCOTT tape, but then it kind of turned into like I just wanted to get a couple of songs like out the way. So I moved all the really good shit to the next one and just put the FREESCOTT.
Word. Who's going to be on it?
Gonna be Lerado gonna be on there, and then a lot of Samad and Gendrix, and some Snower on there, and maybe more. I don't know yet, but definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, it sounds exciting though.
But yeah, I've been working on this for shit is gonna be really good for sure.
All right, but yeah, do you have like any idea, like estimate about when we should expect it?
Like I don't know, maybe next month, like within the next 2 months.
Oh shit! All right, so yeah, it's coming soon.
Yeah, pretty soon.
All right, but I just had like a couple more questions about just some of the collaborations
Okay.
that you've had. How'd you start working with Tomibillsbigger? Because that's another. I feel like I fuck with hearing him over your beats like the most. Um, like every time y'all come together, it's always like a hit to me.
I think Mikey just came to LA and he was listening to Tomibillsbigger. He put me on and we just hit him up. I'm pretty sure hit him up on Instagram.
Facts.
Yeah, we was big fans. So like his tape that he had with No Way Eights. We was listening to that shit all year. We just hit him up, sent them beats, and it
Facts.
was like we just went from there.
Yeah, the flow is crazy.
Yeah,
Have y'all got to like link in person?
yeah. We did a show.
Oh,
We did a
wait.
show in Hollywood actually, like 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, there you go. And then another artist slash collective you've been working with is Surf Gang, but specifically Mo Baretta and Surf Gang, but also you have songs like Evil Gianni and Harrison and stuff. How did y'all like link up?
I would say through Lerado.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Harrison had been friends for a long time, so I met Harrison, and then I don't know. I guess they had a studio session. They must have invited Lerado or something, and I just met him there. I met Mo, really fuck with him. We was just smoking weed, making music and shit.
I don't know if I asked this right, but you like fuck with playing the game? Like you be
Yeah,
playing video games? So
for sure.
were you playing right now?
Tekken.
Tekken?
I really like fighting games and stuff, and like any competitive like free game like Apex. So like I was playing Fortnite a lot. Like when I first got kicked out, then I moved to LA. And I had no job. I literally was just like playing Fortnite wages for money, and, like eating McDonald's.
Same.
But I stopped playing that shit though, like 2019. But I played a lot of Apex, just competitive and like Call of Duty. I play a
Mm,
lot of it. I do that more than I
gotcha.
make.
Do you like play the game while you're making beats? Is that like part of your like creative process? Because I feel like a lot of producers have like worked playing the game into how they make their beats too.
I mean, a lot of my inspiration, like for music, period, comes from like video games and like the producers that were like working on the video games. So like, yeah, I gotta like have like multiple monitors up with like a YouTube video up and like I gotta have the game on, even if it's just like the loaded screen or some shit.
Yeah,
I need a whole bunch of like screens to be honest to like really get in my zone.
I feel that it's about like the environment and shit. But would you say Tekken is probably like your favorite game, like the series? I feel like people that fuck with Tekken like really fuck with Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken definitely my favorite game.
Yeah, Snap shout out Tekken.
But
And
I was
then
a huge Call of Duty kid. Like when I was young, that's all I played was Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. What was your tag name or clan or whatever? I forgot what they used
Bro,
to
I
call it.
was in so many clans on PS3 because you could just keep making accounts. So like, yeah, I had my like one of my handles was like Nasty Nova or something, and then I got kicked out of that clan because like I was like 13 years old and I first got a mic and I started talking and they found out that I was black and they was just like, "Yo, you're black," and then they just all left the game.
Damn,
That shit was so
bro,
funny.
they be ruthless.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was crazy.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
But I had a whole bunch of like handles on Call of Duty.
Mm. You like recently had a child, right?
Yeah, she about to be 3 now.
Congratulations, congratulations. How has that like kind of impacted your life, especially like creatively and stuff like that?
Honestly, like it kind of made me a lot more motivated. To be honest, I feel like that's really the reason I started like making a lot more stuff too. As she was born, and like just like before she was born, that's when I like was producing like that's when I made like Blue Lady and stuff and all that.
Time's out. Now matter of fact, time's up. Nothing hurt me like blind love. I was to the T, she wind up. Took a T, right mind, fuck. Running like a relay, mind
all of that stuff. That's when I made Blue Lady. That was me coming back from like damn near 2 years of not making beats and stuff. So, like I just started producing again.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great that that was like a motivating factor. I feel like that happens like when people have actual kids, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Locking mode activated.
And especially like
Um,
living in Los Angeles, like it's an expensive city to like raise a child in. Like I really
yeah,
work
right,
my ass off.
right. But yeah, congratulations again, man. It's great. I just have a couple like producer questions for you before we like get out of here. Yeah, I just feel like your beats in general are like very like intricate, and I feel like every sound is like pretty intentional. Is that like an accurate way? And how would you describe like your music in general?
I think it sounds like it might sound well thought out because what I like, what I did with my process is like I kind of took a lot of stuff out, but I kind of like stripped my beats and stuff. So it's like it's only a few sounds now. Like I only use like 3 or 4 drums on the beat and stuff like that. But it's not even that it's more well thought out. Honestly, sometimes it's really like mindless to be honest. Like the drums, like sometimes I just be clicking that shit in and then just export it and it be done. But honestly, I feel like that's just the result of me like kind of simplifying it though.
Yeah,
And like I leave a lot of space. Like I don't with my hi hats. I tend to leave a lot of space in the beat and stuff. So it make everything sound more like deliberate. You can hear the sound like
yeah. And do you sample at all, or are you doing everything like VSTs?
uh. So like for the past couple of years, like all VSTs, I used to sample like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get into sampling again. It's just I be having trouble like digging for samples now because like the music I listen to, it be so good. Like I feel like if I sampled it, it's not even gonna be as hard. Like I'm listening to something like Ron Trent, like "Hooked on Your Love," like it's a really good like dance track, and I'd be like, "Damn, I should sample this," but it's like it's not gonna be as hard as the original song. Like, my own melody and stuff.
That's fair.
But I do have producers like that I'm friends with, like Grant LaPointe, who make like sample like melodies, like really really like high quality melodies, and I work with shit like that.
That's fire. Do you use like live instruments at all in your process?
Like I use Contact, so it kind of has like synthesized like live instruments, so it'll like sound like a live instrument. But just the guitar, like I recorded the guitar before that.
Word, that's cool. So like you'll like play a guitar and then you'll like kind of like edit it and shit and change
So
the
I just
sounds
use
to
it
it.
like how it is. Oh, I don't
Right.
have a lot of my guitar stuff up, but like yeah, I just record.
Oh, you just like yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's cool. I feel like I normally ask this to rappers, like, cause I always ask like, do you stand up or sit down to record? Because I feel like a lot of rappers vary. Do you stand up? I feel like you're sitting down most of the time to record, to make like beats and shit. But do you stand up at all?
Uh, so I do rap sometimes just for fun, but like
Yeah.
I be joking and shit. But I actually be standing when I be recording. I think. But like yeah, if I'm making beats, I'm standing down. But if I'm recording, I'm standing. I do actually have a rap song out on the 2K3 reset.
I love, I got it.
Stand.
You need the drugs, I got it. I look like the plug, I got it. She said, Scotty, why you don't pick up the phone? Why you don't pick up the phone? All right, again. I keep it in, I'm always on go. Stood on my feet, I stand on my toes. Catch y'all, nigga, I'll leave.
But I didn't say nothing.
All right. Word. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell just how the way the songs are titled, like if you're rapping on any of them or if it's just you as a producer.
Yeah, and then that tape, I forgot to put the soundtrack because like, I typed the whole soundtrack one time and then like I hit save and then it was gone and I was just like, fuck it. But I think I should put one up there. I'm gonna put one up there.
Sam, yeah, definitely trying to hear more Osiris on the mic.
I got a couple of songs. Like honestly, when me and Mikey first met, we used to like record a lot of songs. But like more than we made beats, we used to just be rapping.
Facts. What's like the favorite? What's your if people wanted to know or hear like an Osiris Israel song with him rapping on, or you rapping on it? What would you tell them to check out? That's like out right now.
There's literally nothing. I'm pretty sure only that song on the 2K3 reset is out. Some kid
Facts.
like this other song of me rapping on like this fucking certified chopper beat, but you have to find it. Telling nobody about that shit because I wasn't even finna drop it, bro. Some kid took it off my laptop that I was selling the beat to and like put it on SoundCloud.
That's crazy.
I had one song out earlier. It was probably like 2021, but I probably
Mm,
people be asking me to re-upload it, but like nah, I'm not doing it.
that's fair. Is
So
there a
yeah, right.
specific reason why?
I mean, I don't want to rap. Like I don't want to.
That's fair.
I do it sometimes, like when it's fun. But
Yeah.
I don't get rappers, so I'm not really worried about dropping them songs.
How many beats do you think you've made like total? If you had to like put like a number on it.
But probably less than like 1,000.
It's a lot.
You think so? I've been making beats for like 7 years or something.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
But only like 300 of them is good though.
Hmm. True. Well, you kind of grew up moving around a lot, and then you settled in Maryland, and then I think you got like into making music and producing in Maryland. Then moved out to LA, but then you have like people thought Corazonn was like based in Atlanta and shit like that. You work with a lot of people like in Atlanta or like in Florida. Do you like identify with any type of music scene at all? Like, do you feel like you're like an LA producer or whatever?
Nah. Honestly, I feel like I just recently started working with artists from California, like the last year and a half. But I am
Fact.
interested in artists from California, to be honest. Like Samad, he's from California. He's from Compton.
Mm,
Me and him been working on a lot of shit. He's probably like the main person I've been working with recently, other than Ravi. Yeah.
facts.
But no, I don't feel like I'm a part of any like scene right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I feel like you kind of exist like outside of that. But like, where do you see, I guess, yourself in the general like music scene?
I don't know. I'm just kind of doing me. Like I feel like the perspective kind of has changed recently, but I don't know why. Like I kind of just doing the same shit I've always been doing, to be honest. Other than like DJing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Facts.
yeah, I don't know. I do have goals though that I'm trying to reach. Like I guess that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
pursuing.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like you kind of built like a very like solid following for yourself for people that like really fuck with your stuff, and it's only expanding and shit like that. And I feel like you're moving at like your own pace in your own lane, which is pretty like ideal, I'd say.
I know that really long break I took kind of got me accustomed to like just my own pace. Like I just kind of like
Mm,
I got overwhelmed from like all the like lucky shit. It just felt like my career was like all about lucky back then. So it was just like
true.
I was just over it. It just stopped. So it was refreshing like to come back to it and just kind of like be Osiris and not like the nigga who was on Lucky album.
Yeah, for sure. Cause like I had no idea you made that song until I started doing research. I was like, oh shit, he produced this. Like I got hit to through like some completely different shit. So that's good.
Yeah, like that beat, that was like one of the first beats I made, and my homie Franco did. Had his fucking beat email because of Instagram group chats and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's funny as shit. Well, yeah, I feel like those are all the questions I had. This is a question I haven't really asked that many people recently, but I used to ask a lot. Who's someone, especially because I feel like you're pretty knowledgeable about music, but who's someone from like that 2013 to like 2016, 2017 underground SoundCloud era that you feel like should have got more like attention and shit like that?
I don't know. Probably a lot of people like Wintertime. He was really hard back then. I feel like K Supreme was really, really good back then. I mean, I feel like people was listening to K Supreme back then, but
Yeah,
could have been more. He was really, really good. What's up, baby?
he really was.
I fell.
Hey,
Well,
it's good.
Up. Daddy, my hair is.
Well, sorry.
Daddy, my hair is.
I might have to get out of here in a second.
Yeah. That was like the last question. I was just gonna ask you what should we expect in the future?
Hour.
Just music videos.
Hour.
Just,
I hurt my head. My head is hurt.
Yeah.
Come here.
but yeah, just some more
Come here,
music.
too.
Bet. And then any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody in Corazonn. Shout out to Lerado. Shout out to Mikey.
It's yummy.
Shout out to Rob. His
It's yummy,
birthday was
Dad.
like a couple days
It's
ago.
yummy.
Shout out to Nami.
Taste it.
And
Bet.
Daddy, it's
That's-
yummy.
And shout
Daddy, it's yummy.
and shout out Osyris Israel. And
shout out to Sleepwalker Entertainment.
No,
for
it's
having me.
taste it.
with you.
Taste it.
All right, and that's it. Osyris Israel, Sleepwalker, signing off. Peace.
Say bye, baby.
Hi.
You too.
Bye.
Huh?